Khan Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash. I'd like to say double honors to my teachers, the apostles, and the elders of Great Millstone, rule well and teach well, the men that taught me this truth, and also Shalom, and salutations to the brothers out there of the hopeful elect that are preaching this word in truth and sincerity. So I'm the brother Shaquat from Great Millstone, Montreal. And this lesson that I'm going to be getting into today is going to be a quick and short lesson, a lesson to the point, just adding on to what the elder Yeremia from Toronto, a statement that he made, and it's from this video that he did yesterday, and it's entitled Roman Decadence, a society is falling, right? And the point he made was that, the mass majority of this kingdom, their outlook on things, the way they view things is carnal, man. For example, like he said, when it's dealing with pleasures, right? The pleasures that these people think of, when that word is thrown around, they think of carnal things like sex, women, and so on and so forth, carnal things. But in the kingdom to come, and I'm going to get the precept, that the elder quoted, which was Psalm 16 and verse 11, how that at the Lord's right hand there's pleasures forevermore, and that's dealing with the kingdom of heaven, and what the Lord is going to give to the Israelites. But first and foremost, beginning with the elect, right? The Lord is going to give pleasures forevermore. And those pleasures are not dealing with, not really dealing with, the carnal aspect of things, not dealing with women and so on and so forth. Well, that's a part of it, but there's different types of pleasures, that's the point I'm trying to make. There's different, even the elder, that's the point he made, right? There's different types of pleasures. For example, you can have pleasure in order, you see, and in the kingdom, one aspect of pleasures forevermore is going to be the fact that things are going to be in order and things are going to be going our way, man. We're going to have joy and pleasure in that, and the fact that things are going to be going our way. Matter of fact, look up, right, this word pleasure, right, in the regular Google definition, it says a feeling of happy satisfaction and enjoyment, right? So we're gonna be happy and enjoying and satisfied in the fact that things are gonna be going our way, things are in order. That's a form of pleasure as well, man. Not just women, not not carnal things, man. So it says enjoyment and entertainment contrasted with things done out of necessity, right? And you can have pleasure in your children as well, right? Scriptures speaks about that. I believe in Sirach, it speaks about a father that would have joy over his children, joy over his son, or something like that, roughly paraphrasing, but that's also going to be a form of pleasure, because right now we're not, for the most part, we're under the, each and every Israelite is under the curse, man. And a part of that curse is that we would be worried about our children, man, roughly paraphrasing. There's a curse that says, we're going to be worried about our children, man. Because you don't know what's going on with your children, especially now, in this day and age, man. You don't know what, if you have kids, which I don't, but I have younger siblings, right? The things that they indoctrinate them with in the schools, man. You're worried about, people, there's a lot of weirdos out here, man. So that's not pleasure, man. That's a curse to be worried about your children. But in the kingdom, you're not going to be worried about your child, because your child is going to be immortal as well, man. You're not going to have to worry about somebody kidnapping your child, trafficking them, indoctrinating them with, with foolishness, with folly, man. We're not gonna be worried about that, man. And that's gonna bring a form of pleasure, right? All right. So this is Psalm 16 and verse 11. It says, "Thou wilt show me the path of life," right? And this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is the path of life. This doctrine is the path of life. You see, because it's a narrow path, man. It's a path where not many are walking, man. It's a path that's difficult, but the reward of this path is that you're gonna live. You're gonna live life how it's supposed to be lived, man. You're gonna enjoy living life, because being on the earth, living is not supposed to. You're not supposed to be sorrowful, man. You're not supposed to be you're not supposed to be vexed all the time. You're not supposed to be just depressed. You're not supposed to be feel anxiety, man. You're actually supposed to enjoy living on the earth, because this at one point this earth was a paradise, right? The Garden of Eden. It was a paradise. It was a pleasure for man to dwell, right? But now it's been cursed, right? The curse of Adam. And we're not living anymore. We're actually dying, man. But in the kingdom to come, we're gonna be living, man. And we're not gonna be dying, right? We're not gonna be sinning anymore. You see? Because sin is also gonna be done away with, because the law, statutes, and commandments are gonna be put in each and every Israelite's inward part, to the point where they're gonna be basically moving on auto, man, to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. It's gonna be automatic. It's gonna be like breathing, like the brother always says, man. Brother in the posh. All right, so that's that path of life that's narrow. And this truth is the beginning of that, man. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this doctrine is the beginning of those pleasures forevermore of the kingdom, right? It says, "Thou wilt show me the path of life. In thy presence is fullness of joy." Right? So in the presence of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is fullness of joy, man. At thy right hand, there are pleasures forevermore, man. So, when the kingdom is established, we're going to be living, man. We're going to have joy and pleasure in everything. You see? So I'm going to go from there to the book of Deuteronomy real quick. 28. And I'm going to start out verse 1, and it says, "And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I command thee this day, that the Lord Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth, and all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee," right? "If thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, Yahweh," right? So these blessings, if we would have listened and obeyed, the law, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father Yahweh, we would have been blessed, right? But that wasn't the case, right? Because right now, when you look at us, we're cursed. You see? But if we would have hearkened, we would have been blessed, which that's going to come in the future, right? We're going to be blessed, right? There's going to be blessings. It's going to be to the point where the blessings are going to overtake us, meaning it's going to be way ahead of us. It's going to be waiting for us at every turn. Or in other words, everything is going to be going right for you, right? And it's the worst feeling when things are not going your way, when things are not, going right, man. It's like, fuck, man, you get that it's a vexing feeling, man. But in the kingdom, it's gonna be flipped. That feeling of things not going your way is actually gonna be the other way around. It's gonna be, oh shit, every turn, it's like, everything is going your way, man. And that's an amazing feeling, man. Even in right now, we might have those moments of where things are going your way and it feels good. You know? Now imagine that forever. You know? That's going to be a pleasure, man. You know? So with that, I hope this lesson was edifying. I want to say, Kal Halayimla, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruach Kodash, for giving me the inspiration to do this lesson. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the elect. Until next time, Shalom.